All right, and I'll just observe, and I'll interject.
So key points are how you hold the paddle, right? Try to get it over, I would say, probably as low as possible. So John, today we're learning forehand ground stroke. So the way you want to hold the paddle is if you place it on the floor and you just grab it, that's basically the way you want your paddle. So what we'll do is you want the ball to go over the net with your forehand and keep it low so that it's harder for them to return. So basically what you want is for your arm to be extended. You get a nice clean shot. And what you do is basically we just drop it. Not that one, but just swing through it. So. You want to go ahead and try it? All right, so we want a little bit higher. Oh, nice. Ooh. All right, so I basically sought the fundamental. I just don't know where to go after that.
So let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
So grip, good job explaining the grip.
Okay.
We also want to explain what the shot looks like.
Gotcha.
Did that, basically it's gonna go over the net, it's gonna bounce, it's a ground stroke.
Should I tell them to keep it low or not right now?
I think a general idea of what a ground, like you could even throw the ball. So the ball should look like that on a ground stroke, not that. That's a lob, that's not really a ground stroke. So you kind of show them that. I think the other thing is he needs to know what to do with his feet and his contact point.
Gotcha. Yeah, that I didn't explain.
So for John, he's left-handed. Okay, so he needs to be slightly sideways, right? And then the contact point is going to be out in front on that 45-degree angle and palm forward.
So the feet should be pointing where your target should be or just slanted in general?
Just kind of how, like, if I were to throw a ball, I wouldn't throw like this, and I wouldn't throw like this.
Right.
I would just be, on that 45-degree angle.
So let me practice that.
Yep.
So John, basically, what we're trying to replicate is how you would throw a ball. So you would have your feet slightly slanted and just get the ball over. You don't want it too high, but just enough that it gets it over the net. You're lefty, so you would slant a little bit towards this way, and when you make the contact with your paddle, it's out in front, and then swing over. There you go.
And now what you would do is you would toss to him,
Okay.
and you would want to do it so it's coming to his forehand.
Okay.
So we wouldn't want to toss this way. That's going into his body. We'd want to make sure that the toss is from this side.
Gotcha.
And it would bounce in front of him.
All right, let me try.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah.
Are you saying that because he's left-handed?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you always, when you do your feeds, you want to make sure it comes across them and not into them.
Okay.
So now what would we do? Progression. So what would be the next progression? We move back.
Okay.
Okay? So you stay where you are, John. So as long as he's doing good, we're going to give him. See, what we're doing is we're blending the sending skill and the receiving skill. When you're right here, there's no receiving skill. He doesn't have to move. As you move back, he's having to.
Should I make him try to move? Or
a little bit at a time.
Okay.
A little bit at a time. Yep.
See why you said it's better to teach the beginners because he's going after the ball. Mine were like stuck in mud. They didn't want to move. But I see why it's different to learn teaching for the real.
Exactly. Yeah. So the main.
Make it look easy.
Yeah. So the main thing that you would be focused in on is his contact point and when he's making contact with the ball in reference to the bounce. It should have a rhythm. It should be bounce, hit, bounce, not bounce, hit, or bounce, hit.
Be a nice pace.
Yeah, it should be bounce, rise, drop, hit. Bounce, rise, drop, hit. And his palm. And that's it. Like, even if he was swinging downwards, if it's going over the net, I wouldn't correct that because the main thing is where their palm is, the contact point, and where they're making contact with the ball. They'll have to, like, work on their arm motion at some point later. Yeah.
So from here, where do we go next?
So then you would move behind the net.
Oh, all right.
And then you would just kind of progress. And then what's the last progression?
Put it into play?
We'll try to rally.
Okay.
We'll try to rally.
Is
So
it,
should he be using his paddle at this point?
Yes.
this is good enough?
Yep.
All right, John.
So I would paddle feed from there.
Paddle.
Paddle feed, yep.
John, you're very good for a beginner.
He's been watching TikTok.
I think you could skip the social class. You don't need it.
All right, so now you would try to do like live ball, and you would just like.
And I go across?
Yeah, you might just try to rally with
Okay.
him, you know. Just a couple more, and then we'll switch. So what we're doing is we're picking skills. Carlos picked ground stroke. John picked volley. And then you can either do backhand ground stroke or drop shot or serve or lob to teach. Yeah,
Okay. I'll do backhand volley.
that's what John's doing.
I'll do drop shot.
Drop shot, perfect. All right, let's switch it up.
Hey.
So now, John, you'll get the mic from Carlos. All right, take it away.
Okay, backhand volley, okay? Feet kind of far apart, knees bent. This is always the ready position, okay? So I talked about paddle grip. Okay, same thing, picking up off the ground.
So
Or do you want to go with,
yeah, that one was more the hammer grip. Yeah.
yeah. The grip is going to follow it right down, and that's going to put you in a good spot, okay? This is your ready position. You're going to turn the paddle sideways, wrist out front, elbow kind of horizontal here, okay? And depending on the shot that's hit at you, you can direct it or you can extend out, okay? So, I'm gonna bounce these to you, okay? You always go back to your ready position. Okay? Your wrist comes out here, it's kind of locked, okay? Not too much of this right now. It's locked and you're just moving your paddle. Very good. Good. This is your backhand. All right, so Okay. Now, these next balls are going to come to you in the air. Okay? Right at you. So it's this, this, and a block, if nothing else. Okay? Don't move your paddle just yet. Just block it. There you go. Good. Good. That's it. Good. Good thing.
So, good job doing the grip. And what I would do is probably start a little closer and start a progression from this side. But before you do that, we always want to show them what it looks like. So a volley would look like this. So kind of demo the stroke. Okay. A volley doesn't look like that.
Right.
So just make sure that they understand what the ball should look like and what the stroke should look like. And then I would probably start a little bit closer and just have her catch it first. That would be like progression 1. So the ball doesn't even come over the net. So you're gonna catch it with your paddle face. So you're gonna go from ready position to catch, ready position, catch. Catch, perfect. Good. And then you move back. Good. And then the last progression is see if she can rally. Oh, sorry. Oh. And then also, I would also talk about, because the backhand volley is very critical in protecting you, that they need to know that even this is all your protection, your whole body, backhand volley. Your forehand is only over here. Because most beginners don't take lessons, so they end up trying to hit their body protection with their forehand volley, and it's really hard. So just make sure that that's the main one that they're going to use. Anything coming into their body is their backhand.
And mine, I liked when you taught both because they got to think about where the ball was. Half of them were doing this everywhere.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Lisa's going to do the drop shot.
Which I can't even hit myself.
All right, we'll do it on this side.
Oh man, we didn't even get a lesson on this one yet.
I know, you picked the hard one exactly.
Can I change?
All right, Carlos, you want to be the student? All right.
Okay. Today we're going to learn the third shot drop. And what that means, that's your first shot, and then they return it to you. The third shot is you're trying to hit it over the net and drop into the kitchen. Okay? That's the third shot. The reason we do this is because when you're serving, you serve over there, and the returning side hits it back, you want a way to kind of, so it forces them up, and that way it gives you a chance to serve. So, it looks like this, if I can do it right. So, I serve to you, it comes back. Now my third shot should land right over the net. Let's say it comes like this. Should be a little closer to the net than that.
Because I got one, they're supposed to have
maybe.
this court, but I can get
It might take me that many to get a third shot
court
drop
two.
in.
We're almost done. They can use court 2. Yeah.
The third shot would come too far out. Right like that. That's what it should look like. So now, for this, I will be the second one, and you're the serving team. So you would have served to me, I'm returning it, and you're gonna try to hit it in the third shot. So at that point, you would be back. So you serve to me, and then I'm gonna return it, now you're on the third shot. Should I be feeding it over there or start over here? Should I feed him a third shot or start from here? Like,
What
how
do
do
you
you
think?
progress?
I would hand feed it
Okay,
first.
I'm
Yes.
gonna hand feed you some balls. Then you're trying to hit the third shot. Okay. So, remember you're trying to hit it right over, so it drops over the net.
And one thing that I typically do, if you take the basket and you put it right there,
Oh, aim for the basket.
that's normally a perfect drop shot if it lands in the basket.
Aim for the basket. Okay, ready? Oh, if you would have got that, I really would have been impressed. Oh, almost.
So remember the feeding rule? What's the feeding rule?
Go across
Goes
the...
across his body.
Oh, because he's a righty.
Yeah. So we need to feed
Okay.
from this side. Oh, nice. So
It's feeding the
more
wrong
over
way.
here. So it would be coming from here. So it needs to come from this direction
Okay.
right here. Yep.
Okay.
And the things that we would correct on are what?
Feet.
Contact point
Feet and where they're hitting.
and
On the palm.
paddle face, which is related to the palm. So paddle.
What should I be doing?
So I was saying, we would want to correct on contact point in front, out to the side slightly, and then make sure that the palm is facing that air target that you're trying to hit to.
So make sure that your palm is facing where you're going to, facing that red basket. Okay, now I'm going to progress a little because you're doing so well. Okay, so those are not making because your palm is aiming lower than it needs to be. So watch your heel of your hand so that your paddle is flatter, and aim with the heel of your hand. Look at that. Perfect. There it is. You're trying to put a spin on it, fancy pants. All right. Oh, good. Look at that. These are perfect. Okay, so now I'll progress across the net and I'll send them to you.
Did we talk about grip? Grip?
We did not talk about grip.
Okay. So
Or the third shot drop is a different grip.
Is it?
I thought it was the same.
So what would it be? What would be a good grip for
The one like
drop
you
shot?
did like this. That kind of grip.
Or is it
I think it's probably more the continental grip. Yeah.
Which is this one?
Which is this one. Yeah. Because you need angle. So if you have a forehand grip, the paddle face is going to be really flat, and a lot of your drop shots are going to be very, very flat like that. So we need to have more of a
Little bit of a tilt.
continental grip. So that would be the hammer grip. Yeah.
Continental.
Yep.
Try to keep a little angle on your paddle as you lead with your wrist.
Yeah. So if you think about this is 12, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, index knuckle around 1 o'clock.
Okay. Interesting. Even I didn't know that.
I'm over here doing my drops at all types of 7 o'clock.
Okay. Here we go. Nice. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Good. That's great placement, student Carlos. Good lefty. Let's try to get him down a little lower. Your paddle is going like this, and that's why it's going up. So remember to aim with your wrist. There it is. Good. That's perfect. Do you always want to do their forehand while they're practicing, while they're learning? Serve to their forehand always? Or do you like to mix it up?
I think when you're first introducing the drop shot, I would probably start with forehand and just focus on that, and then do backhand later.
In a different lesson.
A different lesson. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna. Good. Now I'm gonna progress to volley with you. Here we go. A little more power. Good. There it is. Oh, that would have been a good one. Look at that. A little more power.
So one thing about the third shot drop is you want the apex of your shot to be over your kitchen. So the highest point would be here, and then it would drop down into the kitchen. Yeah. So try to get the highest point of your shot right here over the middle of your kitchen.
That's a good advice, Coach.
That's it.
There it is. Good. That's good. Perfect. Nice. Look at you. You're a pro already.
All right.
That helped on that last tip.
Yeah.
That is cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
And you can really see it from the side.
Yeah.
Visualizing, like, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. I like it.
So that's mainly it, is you want to make sure you explain what the skill looks like, show them what the skill looks like,
Progression.
give them the right grip, what their body needs to be, like their feet, their contact point, things like that. General motion of what the arm, but don't focus too much. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? And then do the progressions and check for understanding. You know, make sure that they understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. And you just kind of go skill by skill. And there's like 40 skills in pickleball for higher level players. So I always focus on those first 4 shots for kind of the 101 class. Make sure they know how to serve, return to serve, third shot, and the ground strokes are all very similar. The forehand, backhand. We didn't really do backhand, but similar to forehand in that it's side on. I think the way I teach it is a little bit more of a lift than forehand. Forehand is a little bit more linear because you can generate a little bit more power. Most players struggle with power on their backhand, so they need a little bit more lift on the stroke. And I always want to make sure that they swing like this instead of this. So they need to stay sideways and lift that arm, and instead of the palm, it's the back of the hand. So the back of the hand is where the ball is going to go. So you just make sure that when you make contact, the back of your hand is pointing to that same spot. And we just want to like focus on that same air target for all their shots, 3 feet above the net or something like that, and then they'll start refining it over time. Questions for me?
No, I loved it.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I think it's good to make sure we're consistent. Make sure that we're doing the same kind of approach